Hello everyone and welcome to my happy place. I hope it becomes yours as well. Today we're going to work on a card that I've worked on before, but I want to show you a different way to do it. Norma had made a comment that she really loved this card that I did, that I posted the other day, but she didn't have a die cutting machine, a Cricut, and I want her to still be able to make this card even without a Cricut. So I took a look at it to see if I could figure out a way to make it without having to have a die or a Cricut. And it is possible to do it, and I'm going to show you how. Because I want Norma to be able to make it if she would like to. So we need the big circle. So we're going to cut a big circle out of whatever, colored cardstock this is kind of like my template right now. But I used a cup. I used a cup to do this. See, I just traced around it and cut it out. And it's pretty much the same size. You could use a tomato juice can. You could use a pot lid. You could use a plate. Anything that's round. You can do it whatever size you want, but that is going to be the size just about of the card. So keep that in mind. And you're going to need to make a smaller circle. I want to show you this. Because we're going to need a border around here. So you're also going to need to make something for a smaller circle. I happen to use my double-sided tape. It worked perfectly. It gave me about 1/4 of an inch around, which is what I wanted. And I mean, look around your craft room, look around your house. There are lots of circle things. So we made the circle that way. Now I want to show you. So I divided this so that it can be cut. And we're going to get all these little pieces. I used a small guillotine to cut mine. You could use that. You could use scissors. But I want to show you where the cut lines are because it's important. Because if we can't just cut this one and cut it all the way across, or we're going to cut into this piece, right? So we have to be careful about the way we cut it. So this is going to be the first cut line here across, which would be here. We're going to do this one. That's going to give us 2 pieces here. It's going to give us this big piece and this small piece. Then we're going to take this piece, forget this one, and we're going to cut here. This is going to be our second cut, right? So then that's going to be gone. It's going to leave us this piece here. We're going to do this as the third cut, which is going to give us this piece. And that's going to leave us with that piece, which we're going to cut here. And I just eyeballed it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It will work out, believe you me. I would make sure that the cuts are straight. But other than that, it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit over here, if this piece is a little bigger, or if it's over here, this piece is a little smaller. That doesn't really matter. It's going to give you the same look regardless. So this would be our fourth cut to that piece. Now we're going to go back to this original piece because remember we had these 2 halves originally. And we're going to cut this piece basically in half. And that's going to give us another piece. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces in the end, right? And I'm going to show you on these. These are going to be a little bit bigger because I had cut a little bit of a bigger circle the other day. But you're going to get the gist of how the pieces were and how they're going to turn out, right? Let's see. I cut 3 pieces of cardstock. That's important as well. And I cut them all at the same time. So you can flip it over if it's not double-sided, or even if it is, just whatever side you're not going to use, flip it over, trace a circle on there, and then cut out all 3 at the same time. I think that would probably be the easiest way to do it. See, that would go there. We'd stick that there. And then we'd have a small piece up here, which I'm not sure what happened to the small pieces. Maybe that one. I wouldn't probably exactly do it this way because I would probably change this one out. There we go. All right. And I might change I would probably change. No, that's got to be over there. You just got to kind of work with it. But I kind of wanted, yeah, it's going to have to go like that. Okay. Yeah, and see, then you're going to have all your pieces, right? And then when you glue them down on your bigger circle, it's going to end up looking like this. And I just, again, eyeballed them to give them a little bit of space. And then I took a pen and did the stitch lines. Now, it's not the same as the other card I did. Then you can just put the embellishments on it, you know, put a saying on it, find a butterfly, or, you know, stamp out a butterfly, color it, put it on here, do some little flowers, embellish it however you want to make it yours. And with the scallop thing around it, if you take white circles, I don't have white ones cut out right now, but if you take small white circles and you glue them around like this, it will give you a scalloped look. You got to be kind of careful about. They got to kind of be out the same way. But see how that looks scalloped? Now it doesn't have the hole in the center, but it gives you the same basic look. So this is very achievable without a machine. So Norma, this was for you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and watching me. And thanks for supporting me. I know you came over from Mindless Crafting, and I really appreciate their support and your support as well. So I want to thank you for stopping by my happy place. As a new channel, my likes, comments, and subscribes mean a lot. So hit the like button, subscribe, share, and comment below. With your answer to, do you think that you would be able to achieve this without a die cutting machine or a Cricut machine by the way I showed you? I'd like to get your response. I hope you have a great day. See you next time.